Test, test, test. That feels right, yes? I'm kind of... Ba, 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 ba. Whew. You know what? I should get some water. Let me just, check my audio on the stream site. I should get some water. Let me just, check my audio on the stream site. I should get some... Not great, but I'll talk about what the problem is later, okay? I'll share the link to the stream. Also, there's 40 things I got to do, I guess. All here on the BRB screen. I hope you like hearing about that. And okay. And okay, we are alive forever, I guess, or something. Okay. So, we're here for another potential, game development stream, I guess. Man, I sound really pathetic having, gotten winded by, going downstairs and then upstairs. I also need to get my dang thoughts in order. So as, I guess first point of order, well, how should I word this? I had some, computer troubles, like, the other night. I'll preface this by saying no actual data has been lost, at least as far as I can tell. But, I did have to, like, uninstall everything. I guess not so much had to uninstall everything as, like, reset my computer. I don't know what, like, the terminology is, and frankly, if you haven't had to do this, it might not, make sense. But, so, yeah, that's annoying. No real data has been lost, but I did have to, like, reinstall Unity and all that, and that is, like, definitely annoying, if nothing else. That also means that I've lost, like, all of my settings for streaming, so, like, things could look and sound a little bit worse, and I might not know why. So far I haven't gotten any frame drops, at least. My mic does sound a little bit off, but, like, I think it also has been, like, unusually quiet. Hang on. Okay. The audio input capture does seem to be working on this scene. I, like, got nervous that I had lost, like, that connection. Let me just, like, quadruple check, like, that connect. Yeah. My mic is a little bit blown out. I don't know what... I'll have to, like, look into that. I don't want to do that now, though. I had a funny cookie. You have to be merciful to me for my funny cookie. Now, why is the screen black right now on this thing? Because that shouldn't be. Okay, let's switch the camera angle back to, like, how it's... Yeah, that's not right. It was clearly correct sometimes in that shot, but... Hang on. What is this? No, what is this? Excuse me? Now it's gone. What the hell happened? Why did Unity decide that its display would be just like a just a slightly gray rectangle? And why was it only like that sometimes? Maybe game capture isn't the right thing for that? I don't really want to capture the full screen. But I might have to. This one doesn't seem to sense it, so that's bunk. These are the troubleshootings that we love. Window capture, are you happies? Okay, I guess this is it. Transform fit to the screen or whatever. Shrink it just a teeny bit so that you can't seize it. There we go. You know, I probably should have, like, done that before stream. Whatever. I'm gamer. So, last time I did, development, stream, a productive type stream, I did, modeling, which, you know, made most of this area here, except for the additions that I have made since then. And, overall, it went pretty well. I might end up having to, like, pivot back to Blockbench, depending on how this goes, is the thing, because, like, I guess for one thing, I'm not sure how, well, you just saw, like, me go through that, like, a whole, hell about Unity. About capturing Unity, I mean. And, like, since it opens up, like, Visual Studio for coding parts and another window, that's, like, probably going to be a whole thing of its own. And even aside from it being a whole thing on its own, I'm using the More Mountains top-down engine, which is a paid asset. So some of the code, I don't know if they would get mad if it is visible on stream. But that is, I guess, a thing to worry about. Why did these walls turn out like crap? Were they always like that, or did I just not And did I just not look closely enough? Well, it don't matter much. The fence turned. Ooh, okay, so the fence is not like fully solid. But it looks cute. It does also go complete. Oh, it's like not visible from this side at all, I guess. It is. I mean, I guess that lines up with the way that it's behaving. I can walk through it from this side, but not this side. It's untextured from this side, but not this side. I did kind of notice something like that, is the thing, with like the trimming that I did on the side of the platforms. That they kind of behaved like semi-solids. That wasn't like fully intentional, but like, you know, I figure that that seems like something that's worth embracing. Maybe. Maybe not if, like... Maybe not if we get stuck in, like, the jumping animation, but... I don't know. I also decided to start... This area isn't, like, completely done, but I decided to start experimenting with, like, a... more than one trim texture, just in case these platforms don't read as being like higher than one another. Like here, I think that would probably like benefit. I feel like a person could get confused in a scene like this. Now, why did it say Box Collider does not support negative scale or size? I don't know. Well, I guess that is something that's like a sense of direction for me to go to, because I was gonna look at weapons anyway. And also I did have to like update my Unity, like as I, you know, was reinstalling my things. Apparently the version of Unity that I was working in had some kind of what the hell is the term? Bad stuff, security problem. Is that something that could be a problem for the versions that I did release publicly? I don't know. So, that happened when I was, that happened when I swung a wand. Does it have to do with this? Like, 0 isn't a negative scale, is the thing. It should think 0 is fun. Well, maybe it doesn't, and that's the problem. I mean, it... Well, you know what? How about we look at... Oh yeah, I am like in a... I forgot that I'm in like a place where I can't really see the stream. Well, this looks a bit shit, but... No, don't stretch it like that. At least stretch it like this. I guess this'll at least let me read chat just in case somebody shows up. So let's see, I was working on some extra spells already. The newest one that I haven't tested yet is this one, is Snowball. The idea is that it spawns like a physics sphere that you can like kick around and it would do damage. Like, I guess an analog would be like when Ice Kirby freezes an enemy, maybe? And you can kick that ice block? I might just be thinking that because they're both snow themed, snow, ice, cold stuff themed abilities. So let's run through this a little bit just to ensure that it is still giving that error, but I'm not seeing any unexpected collision geometry. Oh yeah, there's debug logs. Also, you know, I don't think I showed off that I started adding animations to this, to some of these bastards. Should I add animation to you, or does it not work right? Man, you know, this area doesn't look so good compared to the one that I was making now. That is, like, such a cruel part of making things. Like, my phone be's making the noise. That's the thing I was going to say. Like, my first, like, pass at the area looks crappier than, like, you know, the places that I made more recently. That's messed up. Like, I'm already so, like... such a stickler for, keeping styles consistent. I can't even keep my own styles consistent because I'm improving. I'm just testing a little bit here. Because I'm realizing that, some of the first spells to get cast seem to be stuck on, like, the magic missile material, and I don't know what the deal with that is. Well, that's a thing I can think about for laters, I guess. If issue persists or whatever. Let's put some damn boys in our test room. Let's put some damn bad boys in our test room so that we can see how to hurt them. So let's see, what was I doing here? Now why is this prefab not in the blue zone? I know not. Yes, I did start making a snowball, okay. You can, like, kind of see some of my, spaghetti code here, if you're looking. It's probably not ideal that I added some of this stuff, like, right into the More Mountains engines things. I didn't really know about what? Ahem. As I was saying, it's probably not ideal to edit the More Mountains code on its own, but I didn't really know much about inheritance, and I still kind of don't. So that's something I'll have to fix. Let's see, what else did I need? What else do I need in the, stupid power that I'm making things happen? I think all I'm missing is this, a thing for this. Snowball. I names it Snowball. I guess I keep most of this the same, except I name it Snowball. I could just put a placeholder for now. And turn the equipable weapon into the equipable weapon. Alright, so what's the best way to, like, test this out? I guess it's just to, like, temporarily add stuff to the player's starting inventory. Though I will have to sort out a way for the player to, you know, have an inventory that be able to add and remove things from the inventory. I should probably make a separate inventory for weapons and spells and things that are neither. Alright, this is where I'm going. Man, there's some confusing stuffs. I may as well show off some of the show off and do further testing for some of the other spells that I have made and been working on. Yeah, I did kind of mess up where the test room is, and we kind of spawn in the middle of a block. But it's okay for this to happen. Let's see what happens when I snow the ball. Not the intended effect, but at least it's funny. Speaking of not the intended effect, those slimes, where are they? They are under the floor, okay. I should have seen that coming, putting them down so far away. You know, this program does have a funny little timer. I could use that as an excuse to take breaks. You know, if I need it. Boy! My dang finger! My dang finger! Do I have to do that to... Get your fingers out of my way. I don't even know which pose is the right one. I guess it's this one that it should be. That's what I get for trying to do the thing as intended. I can't even look at, like, settings, and it does feel kind of... Oof. And this is gonna be, like, slightly in the way, isn't it? Just... hands off for a second, see what happened. Yep, that's... Well, you know, it can be as a learning experience. You can see my green screen. You can see my green screen. That's basically like being able to see something scary. So, show off some of the new ones. Some of the new ones that are slightly more functional. Hopefully. Okay, I guess that one's not slightly more functional. I only kind of tested things. That one is like kind of working as intended. I'm like charging up these powerful shots. It doesn't have the feedbacks yet that would be necessary for like a charging weapon. But that's because I didn't give it to them. Also, the angle is a little bit weird, actually. Is the angle random? Or is it... Yeah, it's totally random. It would probably be better if it wasn't. Oh man, the idle animation on the mint jellies is kind of cute. I like this. I like this. Can I zoom in without... I don't think I can zoom in much without aggroing them. But look at him. Look at him. Not making great use of the Pomodoro timer. Anyway, I guess we can start with kilovolt, because that seems like the easiest one to fix. I'm gonna need to widen this a little bit. Projectiles. Let's just remove the random spread, I guess. That should be it. So let's see, what was the problem with the fire burst? That one is supposed to be like a fireball that explodes on impact. So, yeah, this was what I was doing to do that. Feedback, hit anything event. Which, yeah, enables a extra collider. And also, it has the... It does seem like at least part of the problems here are like the rendering of materials and such. Which does make things slightly harder to pinpoint. Let's see. These are for the things, for the electric attack that had some spread. Oh right, flamethrower was, you know, the opposite of that electric attack. It needs to have a lot more spread. Or is that the best way to get the effect that I want? Maybe auto? Blech, 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 blech. I should probably have this enabled for all of these. Okay, good. I can mass change that setting. Was I looking at the right thing? I believe I have ammo consumed to be how much mana is used. Because I code things in an unwise and foolish way. That is a lot closer to the intended effect. Well, you know, it's almost closer to the intended effect, but I'm noticing a bit of a problem. When I aim upwards... Okay, that one worked fine, I guess. But aiming this way goes the wrong way. Oh, that's a problem. That's a pretty notable problem. That's not because of the option that I just changed, the reticle move with slopes, is it? I don't see why it would be. I may as well just try it without it, just because I would feel silly if it was. I can't be feeling silly on stream. Not after I eat my funny cookie. What? Hang on. That time magic missile went the wrong way. Now it's fine. I mean, I don't like that. I don't like that, but... I mean, I guess I'm glad that that's not a problem that I'll have to work on, but I might have to work... I don't know if... I kind of was like out turning that on a whim. I don't know if, like... Maybe it's fine to have characters only able to cast their spells directly in front of them. Anyway, whoa. Well, yeah, when I hold the button down, it continuously does things, but it's a little bit scary. Now she's just blurting out. Okay, well, this is like kind of a problem. It's not updating the aim if I'm doing it like this. And that feels unintuitive. Is there like a checkbox for that? That would definitely make things easier if that was all it was. Okay, why do I have a mana use here? I should really, like, think about redoing some of this code. Or adjusting it so that it's, you know, more clean and not stepping on more mountains' toes. Oh, wait, okay. That seems like it'll solve the problem. Yay, progress! Real things are happening. Things are changing. Everything is different in this world. Boiling my husband alive in oil. What does my Pomodoro timer say? It's only been 25 minus X equals 9 minutes. See, that probably makes me sound smart, but really that was because I didn't want to do the actual equation. I just made up the equation so that I wouldn't have to do math. That would have either... I don't know if that would make, like, a mathematician think that I'm awesome or want to kill me. It could frankly be either. Listen, I had a silly cookie. You have to be nice to me. A funny cookie. I forget what I called them. I'm also going to have some nice water. A gobble, a sip, a sipple. You get that one for free. What does burst mode do? I don't, like... If this is true, the weapon will activate repeatedly for every shoot request. How is that different from trigger mode auto? Well, I guess trigger mode auto is always sending out shoot requests as long as the button is down, but... Activate repeatedly... But... If it's activating repeatedly for every... Oh, you know what? It might be like... for making a weapon that, like, shoots multiple times. Like, you press the button once and it fires a triple shot. That isn't like a spread shot. That might be what it is. That's probably something that I should experiment with, because more ideas for spells is good. Anyway, let's look at Snow's Ball. Because I think this is a fun concept for a spell, but it it is definitely a slightly sillier concept, and one that might be slightly difficult to get to work. Let me see. I usually have, like, damage owner set to off, and it still damages me. So there must be something unusual happening. I don't think I noticed that owner. Yeah, it doesn't seize an owner. Now, why could that be? Oh, or it could be because it died. No, yeah, it doesn't seize an owner. Now, why could that be? Now, why, oh why, do I spy a problem with Yai? Like, if that feature hasn't been working, that would explain some things. Yeah, I fucked something up when trying to define user. Well, I'm just gonna peek in for a second. This isn't gonna show up on stream, is it? No, yeah, you can't see this. I'm just gonna peek in, have a little look at the internals. Although I guess no, you can only see this much. I don't think that's like a portable. Let's see. How does it set owner? How does it set owner? Does it set that in the... No, where does it set that? Would it be in projectile? Would it be in weapon? I'm looking. Now, why did I comment out a whole bunch of stuff in setting direction? Honestly, projectile might just be a chunk of code that I gotta reset and undo my whatever the hell I did to it. It is very funny that while inebriated, I can look at that and think that, like, I was presumably sober while I made that, but here I'm inebriated a bit, and I'm like, what the fuck was going on in my head? Perhaps I actually took a smart cookie. What should I do for the brakes? One thought was like doing browser game stuff, like something Wordle adjacent, but like, I don't know if I want to switch. I mean, it can't be that bad. I don't fully want to mess with my sources, but I mean, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. Well, I probably shouldn't spend my break, like, browsing the internet or whatever. Although, I guess, honestly, that's probably not that bad of a thing to do. Like, sometimes you can also take a good break from a stream. You could stretch your legs, or unstretch your legs, if you prefer to. I probably shouldn't just be silent, but I'm gonna bees it anyway. You know, it would be kind of neat if you could, like... if you could, like, set it so that AutoCam could have, like, some pre-made camera angles and paths to look at. You know, just a little reminder of what I'm working for. Oh, we're really in it now. Okay, back to pretending that I'm working. I don't remember what I was in the middle of doing. I was like that. Let's just disable its interactions with the player for now. That's not a solution. But I think I'm going to have to try and figure out why it doesn't see the player as an owner, like, off-stream. So let's see, Sphere Collider. Rigid body, is that what I'm missing? It already has rigid body. Where does it has a rigid body? Well, what if we put it on more uneven terrain? Nope, it just floats there. This isn't even terrain at all. Now, why do you like to float? Is it because it also has a box collider? Like they don't play nicely on the same object? I mean, that didn't change anything. And like, since they're set to expire, I can't even like fully test them. Where the heck did I set them to expire? Is it lifetime? If I set it to like 60 seconds, does that actually make a difference here? It does feel like it would have ceased to exist by now if it wasn't. So, granted, that doesn't mean that I should only have a minute to do things. It does actually seem to be solid. Well, okay, that one seemed to be solid. The first one seemed to be solid. This one, though, I'm just walking over. It is supposed to be a sphere. It does just kind of look like a circle, because it doesn't have shading. I don't know why it like that. You know, I did a lot of edits to the, like, poolable object system in the More Mountains engine, but now that I have, like, changed the way that... Well, I guess I can't really say change the way, because... Well, I did, but you guys haven't, like, seen any of that. I don't think that's... that far back was, like, public. So, like, my initial idea was, like, to have it so that, like, the wand is just, like, you know, the wand is the one thing that you equip, and changing what spell you have is, like, just changing a variable that determines what you spawn. Instead, the way that I have it now is that technically the wand and the spell are both separate weapons. You can equip 2 weapons at once. Potentially more if you want to, like, edit that. But I have it just set so that, like, switching the spell is switching a weapon, and that weapon depends on these weapons will, like, can only be equipped in one slot, so, like, you should always have a physical weapon and a magic weapon, like, in the thing, and that can kind of sell the illusion that you are just using a wand and casting spells, but will still let you, like, use the wand as a melee attack and all that. So, because of that, I had intended to set it so that you can, like, swap magic, like, the whatever magic you have equipped is, you know, dynamic, but if that's not how I'm doing it, then I guess there's no reason not to use the poolable object system that More Mountains provided. It probably wouldn't be that hard to, like, switch back, because, like, I do have a, you know, a clean install of the newest version of the More Mountains engine. So that should be an issue. Yeah, I have no idea why the sphere is given an issue physics-wise. Is there some part of the physics object, like, things in Unity that I'm forgetting about? I guess there's no reason why I can't, like, look through the testing stuff in other versions, in other games, in the demos, and see what's in there. Is this an example out of what I want? Is this an object that uses physics? I actually can't tell right now. Prefabs, items, I don't know. There's just an item called prop. Okay, this is what a prop is, I guess. This is 2D, I think, so I probably can't even include that for the bit. What does the door thingy do? Is physics messed up somehow in the whole thing? Okay, not completely. I mean, we can't push things. We can shove it with our magic. But I think that is functioning off of physics, at least. How about maybe we were just missing? Well, okay, now this doesn't have collision. Again. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I didn't. Okay, snowball. Yeah, that's for 60 Sabkins. Here's some things that could be weird. Was it one of those that's in the problem? It hasn't altered that at all. Now hang on. Sphere Collider is not trigger. Box Collider is trigger, but that back there, it set them both to be trigger. Is it? You can't have, like, two separate boxes with two separate things? That did turn it solid again. I might want to take another look at hitboxes. I'm not sure if the problem with the hitbox here is that... I mean, it has to be that the player's hitboxes, like, too far in front or whatever. Maybe it should be that I just have to, like, separate the part that is the physics sphere from the part that deals damage. I should probably, like, set my phone to vibrate. That probably still comes up on the mic. You know, let me just, like, make sure about why I think that hitbox is the way that it is. Because, like, it looks fine here, is the thing. And it doesn't look that bad here, neither. Although, the code that was making it so that the sprites wouldn't spawn on top of... wouldn't show up on top of each other, rather, might have broken at some point. Maybe Snowball's so weird. If I get Snowball working, you all had better appreciate how difficult that one would have to have been, and already has been. I'm hitting the hard to focus area of time. Well, break is about to begin, according to Pomodoro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a second to think about what I even want to add right now. There's work to be done. Don't get me wrong. I guess I could look at Fireburst again. I don't know why that spell was like basically bricked. I don't know why my exploding fireball was bricked up. I didn't mean to break my thing. Yeah, my stupid little guy is back. The weird baby. Given the fact that how long does it take for that thing to go through a full life cycle? Because I'm pretty sure it's like 7 days. So it might you might never see it as an adult from me. They're like mayflies. This isn't the same one from the almost Christmas streams. It has died and been reborn since then. In universe, it's not death, but it's funnier to say that it is. Okay. Session 3 out of 3. Don't forget to switch the camera back. Is there any spot that isn't, like, so in the way? Not with this... Not with the camera where it is. Sure, there's probably not very much that could be covered up there. So let's look again at what Fireburst was doing wrong. Because the answers seem to be everything. Object reference not set to an instance of the of an object. Okay, is it over here? That's the problem. Is that the problem? It went from a wireframe box to a blue box. Is that good news? Do they like it when we do that? You've gotta wait because this costs like all of the mana. Because our dinky witch is not so good. Okay. Well, it functioned.